Alrighty, folks, welcome to the program for week 3 of the 2025 NFL season. My name is Brock Page. I've been dishing out free sports picks on YouTube since 2016. And folks, we're coming fresh off a 3-0 week in week 2. We cashed in on the Niners, Buccaneers, and Chargers on my premium page. That's my NFL membership. And the only way you can access those winners is to join my NFL tier package on my premium page. We're also hitting at 71% in our last 14 plays in that same package. Of course, if you sign up for that membership, you're going to get access to that package every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships during that time frame, absolutely free. Going to be included with your membership. And with that, folks, let's go ahead and dive into some free content. We're actually going to start off with the Falcons taking on the Panthers. That's going to be a 1 o'clock Eastern kickoff. Atlanta is -5, totals 43.5. Now, the Falcons are coming fresh off a dominant 22-6 victory over the Vikings. This defense looking very stout for the Falcons. And they're allowing just 139 yards a game through the air, top 5 in fewest yards per play from scrimmage. Bowman, Bates, and Diablo, they all have double-digit tackles. Dorless and Harrison with a handful of sacks between the both of them. And they're taking on an 0-2 Carolina squad who's having their fair share of problems on offense. The Panthers are rushing it for just 81 yards a game, bottom 5 in yards per play. I like the Falcons -5. All right, next matchup, Packers-Browns, 1 o'clock East. Green Bay is -7, totals 41.5. Of course, the Packs 2-0 to start the year, averaging 6.1 yards per play from scrimmage. Jordan Love's completing 66% of his throws, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. And tight end Tucker Kraft has 8 grabs for 140 yards and a couple of scores. Meanwhile, defensively, the Packs allowing just 3.6 yards per play. That's best in the league. And they're facing an 0-2 Cleveland squad who's averaging just 16 points a game, bottom 5 in yards per play from scrimmage. Give me the Packers -7. All right, Rams-Eagles, 1 o'clock East. Philadelphia is -3.5, totals 45. And we've got 2 very good defenses squaring off in this one. The Eagles have a top 10 passing defense, allowing just 18 points a game. Zach Bond leads the D in tackles. Andrew Makuba with double-digit tackles and a pick. Meanwhile, the Rams on the other side, they've been dominant on the defensive side of the ball themselves, allowing just 14 points a game, top 3 in fewest yards per play. Nate Landman with 18 tackles and a fumble recovery. Byron Young with 3 sacks and a forced fumble. Of course, total-wise, the Eagles saw unders in both of their contests. I like the under 45. Next matchup, Raiders-Commanders, 1 o'clock East. Washington's -3.5, totals 45. And I'm not expecting a ton of scoring in this one. Both teams saw unders in both of their games this year, respectively. Commanders with several key injuries. Jaden Daniels is questionable with a knee. Austin Eckler blasted his Achilles. He's done. He's getting up there in age. I'm not so certain we'll see him back in action again. I hope not, but yeah, he completely destroyed his Achilles. He is done for the year. Meanwhile, the Raiders on the other side, well, they're just a mess on offense. Just 62 yards a game they're averaging on the ground, 14 points per contest. Geno Smith with 4 interceptions. He's taken 7 sacks already. I actually saw him throw a ball away on 4th and short last week. Yeah, just threw it away. Just threw it out of bounds. Unreal. But yeah, Ashton Genty averaging only 2.7 yards per carry on the ground. But listen, I know I'm shitting on him, but if you're thinking about counting the Raiders out, just keep in mind that defensively, their pass rush has been hellacious. They've also been strong against the run. Vegas has a top 10 rushing defense, allowing just 16 points a game. Meanwhile, the Commanders on the other side, they've looked stout defensively themselves, giving up just 16 points per contest. Bobby Wagner leading the defensive unit in tackles. I like the under 45. All right, next play. Broncos, Chargers, 405 East. The Chargers are -3, totals 46. Now, the Chargers are 2-0 on the year, but they have looked sloppy at times on offense. When it comes to running the football, these guys are averaging only 85 yards a game on the ground. They've got a trio of 3 really big running backs who this O-line really hasn't blocked well for. And they're facing a Denver squad who's done a nice job protecting the young quarterback themselves. They're also in the top 10 in rushing. J.K. Dobbins, he's getting 4.6 yards per rush, couple of scores for him. Meanwhile, defensively, the Broncos are limiting opposing quarterbacks to just 184 yards a game through the air. I like the Broncos on the road here, at least keeping this one close. Give me Denver +3. And with that, we're going to jump into our next and final breakdown for the video. Cowboys, Bears, 425 East. Chicago's currently -1, totals 50. And listen, this line's been bouncing around a bit. It's flipped a couple times. I actually saw it flip a couple times already, and it's only Wednesday. Of course, both defenses have had their fair share of problems. They've been a disaster, both teams. The Bears are giving up more yards per play than any other defense, allowing 40 points a game. Meanwhile, the Cowboys on the other side, they have a bottom 3 passing defense. They're actually allowing 6.4 yards per play from scrimmage. When it comes to the total, Chicago saw overs in both of their contests this season. I like the over 50. With that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium page. And just a friendly reminder, if you do end up getting a membership here today on my premium site, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships during that time frame, absolutely free. Going to be included with your membership. Of course, that's why I always tell folks that Gold Club package, it's a full access, all-inclusive membership. Gives you access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. And as I said at the beginning of the video, NFL package doing pretty well this year. We went 3-0 last week, 10-4 in our last 14, dating back to last season. So we've done a real nice job in the NFL, looking to expand on that again this week. But most importantly, folks, gotta thank you for joining me right here on the free video. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Wednesday to you, or Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, or Sunday, whenever you're watching this. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my premium page.